you 2 days of foreign language.
I'm going to give you this if you reject the meeting six, and then also the insurance duty bond. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I didn't get,
We gotta wait another 15 minutes.
the job application.
We're just gonna.
No, meeting starts at 3.
Everybody seems to think.
Thank you.
I'll give it to you later.
That's fine.
You did that work and it's I've been an advocate for people. They just have to give it again. We really well, it's all right. Yes, but it's okay. That is a benefit for us.
Okay, folks, I'm gonna, we made a motion to move back into a public meeting, and I'm going to make a motion to seal the minutes according to RSA 91-A:32A. Hi, Sarah. And could I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, and hold on a second. All right, this is my notes, the documents that we went over. Those are going in the envelope. I like doing it on public before we can make our motion and seal them and be done. I can't lick it. Thanks, and you can sign on the seal there. Yeah. All right, sign please. Thank you, sir. All right, so we are going to start our meeting now with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I'm going to stay masked, but if someone can't hear me for some reason, just let me know and I'll talk louder or whatever. But thank you all for being here. We have approval of minutes for the meeting on a non-public on the 14th for RSA 91-A:32A. Excuse me. And I will make a motion to keep these minutes sealed.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And then any questions on the meeting minutes from the bond hearing for the new fire station?
I have none. I'll
Thank
make a
you,
motion
Betsy.
to approve the January 13th minutes from the bond hearing.
I'll second that.
One correction. I just noticed it. The date says 2022. So I'm going to say we'll correct that. And approve as corrected. That's probably the last time we had a bond hearing, right? I just noticed that. And then the meeting minutes from January 14th, 2025. Any questions, changes, comments?
No.
No, I think.
All right. I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from January 14th.
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Next.
Paper cut.
Oh, yeah.
Almost.
Okay. So Kathleen is not here. Should we?
Let's
Table that again?
Show up a little bit later?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Okay. Or the 4th. All right. Emily, EMD updates.
So I just want to let you all know about a couple things. I've shared out a transportation safety survey that came through from the North Country Council.
Yes.
As we have been talking about different concerns through town, this opportunity came forward. And it's a perfect way to get all the input in and have them kind of collect that and then be in touch with us on some of these different things. So that closes in March, and then be hearing more about the results of that through our North Country Transportation Advisory Committee meeting. So in case folks ask you about that, I have been receiving some different emails from people, most folks related with the data place issue up that way. So that is that. On the fire station funding, should I actually save that for? No, I'll give it now.
Yeah.
So we're running into. Well, we've been notified that it would be appropriate for the letter of intent that we filed for the hazard mitigation fund with the state to pursue the Building Resilient Infrastructure and Communities grant through FEMA, that would be the way to go for the $700,000 for the site review, or for the site construction work. We have had to file, Congresswoman Goodlander's office contacted us today, and now that federal funding, it looks like some of these grant programs, there's been a pause that's been put into place. We were asked by her office to submit information about any federal grants that are either in process or we're looking at pursuing. I just filled out the form that we're pursuing them as well. So that is in response to this BRIC grant. Also the assistance to firefighters. We submitted that application in December, and I told her office that that's also pending approval, hopefully. And also we do have the final obligation of funds for the December storm disaster for the Category Z administration costs related to that. So her office knows those three different funding requests or things that are in the federal pipeline. So we'll have to see how that goes.
Okay.
So that's on that. In relation to some of the conversations that I've been having between North Country Council and the landscape designers who are working with the Jackson Historical Society, I think I CC'd you all or tried to kind of keep folks in the loop. I was realizing I met with those designers talking about the intersection with 16 Black Mountain Road and 16A. I felt like I was getting a little out of my realm of expertise.
Yeah.
And so just looping in Nick Altanaga with North Country Council in those conversations. He is willing to provide a public or take part sort of a public information community planning event in the spring if we want to go that route. Right now I'm sort of hitting pause on that because we'll sort of see how things advance. But
right, because that's phase 2 of
that's phase 2.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's some concern that when you sort of you make the move and you just leave it at that maybe that's what it would be left at. But I think that transportation survey will help inform some of that. So I'm just kind of stepping back from that involvement because I felt like I was getting in a little too deep. So that's where that stands. So.
All right.
So that's it. I don't know if there's any other, I just felt like I needed to share that.
Yeah, that's interesting. That whole area, the presentation was really awesome that they did from the Historical Society. It's a huge undertaking.
Exactly. There's a lot of things that have been brought up safety-wise and concerns and stuff. So that's that. But.
All right.
Okay, that's it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, on the Housing Commission, we have 3 full-time members, and Nico Dubois had to resign because he has moved to Vermont. So we're accepting his resignation, and then Jake McCambly, who is an alternate member, requested to fill that vacancy. So I'd like to make a motion to appoint Jake McCambly as a full-time member to the a regular member of that Jackson Housing Commission.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Good.
And if anyone else is interested in joining, we have vacancies for alternates. And it's a really exciting, thoughtful group. We're going to be having a public event sometime in the spring as well.
Very good. They found some land.
We're digging. We're trying to find land. Yep. All right. The next thing on the agenda, there's an assignment of it's basically who can sign for the LCHIP grant. And right now it's me, but we're going to turn it over to Julie because she's more accessible when it comes to accepting the funds from the LCHIP grant. So I will make a motion to change this signature authority. It's a municipal certificate of authority to make Julie, our town administrator, the individual who is authorized to enter into contracts or agreements for the LCHIP grant.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And I'm the only one signing the bottom, right? One place to sign? Okay.
Yes.
28, 25. And that grant is a little different because they can actually pay the Historical Society can actually manage the funds for that, where in the past it had to go through the town office. So makes it a little easier for them. All right, we have trustees of the trust funds withdrawal. We're requesting the following withdrawals from $28,000 from the State Aid Reconstruction Expendable Trust 0058, and this is invoice number 103 for Grudy's Tree LLC. They're the folks that worked on Carter Notch Road. And then $30,000 from the Town Revaluation Capital Reserve Fund 0004, invoice 2024 cyclical revaluation for Northtown Associates.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Thank you all. Last under the discussions here, we have the investment policy, which is the same as it has been for 11 years, it looks like. So we just have to make it our annual motion to accept the investment policy for the town of Jackson. Do you guys have any questions on it or anything?
No.
Okay. You made a motion?
I'll make a motion to accept that.
And I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Julie, is this change order is, oh, you said it here, never mind. Never mind. Okay. Anything on the fire station bond hearing update, or are you good to go?
No, the bond hearing was the latest news on it, really. And what Emily just shared about the grant seeking.
Great. All right. Any comments on this? You're good? All right. Pending item H. This is on the trusses. So back last meeting, it was, between now and or the last meeting and now, we've realized that the increase in the trusses, less the money that we had left over as a surplus, requires us to increase and sign this change order for $115,000. And it's basically because you never know what's going to happen until you start redoing or refinishing the trusses. So the actual increase in the change order is $114,529.26. Yep.
I actually just, Burr, have some, do you have any input on that? Because I do have a question about that change order. I think it said that they'll finish the bridge in June,
June 6th.
but the bridge loan comes up, we have to pay that off in April. So,
Is there any possibility of renewing our bridge loan?
maybe
And getting an
I'll look into
extension?
that, but is there any way that they can finish this by April? I mean, it was supposed to be finished in November.
Yeah, I think that would be
What?
that'd be a question for HEB or
Okay.
contract to see if they can do. if
I
they
think
can
I want to talk to
So-
them first before you guys do that change.
Before we do the
Okay.
change order?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's smart because then we are signing to that June 6th, 2025
Yeah.
completion date.
Is there any need to sign that right now?
No,
Okay, so I'll make a motion that
no,
we
because
Table.
on
table
it,
that.
yeah, if you look on it, it's just, I'm supposed to sign, the treasurer and Barb, you are supposed to sign.
Right,
Um,
yeah, let's,
But
I'll
So you
second
can
the
do that
motion.
session if you need, is that what you're saying?
I think so, yeah.
Let's
But
table that until we find out
Yeah.
about our
Okay,
finances, so.
yeah.
I'll second the motion to table this until Julie gets further information. All in favor?
All right.
Aye. Tabled. All right. Oh,
No, I was one thing I would add is I think that the change order is actually $246,000 for the bridge trust we had. But what they did was so normally at the end of the contract, they do like a balancing change order. and
Yes.
Zero out items if they're actually not gonna use extra items. So when they balanced out those other items like cold planing and some of the other ones, there was savings on the other ones, so that knocked it back down.
right. Thank you for that. And it is detailed actually on the back page of that, so thank you. It did net out to the 114. So, thanks, Burr. Okay, the dresses. Short-term rentals. Conditional use permit 2020-3, R18, lot 47, 18 Lucas Lane. This is just a change of owners, and the conditional use permit goes with the
Previously
property, so,
approved, yeah.
so we're just making a motion to change the ownership on 18 Lucas Lane. I'll make a motion to approve that.
Second it.
All in favor?
All right,
Aye. 25, okay, that's number one. And then we just have pending violation notices, no updates on any of those. So we have one for 65 Main Street, one that had to do with parking, one for 25 Dana Place Road. Was that parking also, or was that one?
Yeah, that was parking.
And then 82A Wentworth Hall Avenue as well. So we're just waiting to hear back.
so the letters went out and there
Yeah,
have
the
been
letters went out.
no
We haven't gotten any
responses.
cards back.
All right, we have building permits, 3, and Kevin is not here, so I'm assuming that there is nothing, nothing alarming about any of those. Any public comments today? No. All right, upcoming meetings. Tuesday, February 4th, which is a week from today, we will have our second budget hearing following our select board meeting, which will start at 3:30. And then there will be a snow date for the February 6th at 3:30 if we need to.
I'm sorry, did you forget? We have the ambulance committee meeting to start off.
Oh, yeah, I did, skipped right over that. So we're gonna, we'll break until 4:30 when we have the Bartlett Jackson ambulance meeting tonight. And then following that, at 6 o'clock, we will start our budget hearing. And then moving on past the 4th, on February 25th is our next select board meeting for the month of February. And then most importantly, we have our election day on March 11th from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Whitney, and the town meeting deliberative portion on March 13th starting at 7 p.m. at the Whitney. And I will keep reminding people until that date that there probably will be votes there because of the Warren article. So you must bring an ID and register when you come into the town meeting in order to vote. And this, you have to be present to vote. You cannot vote on the warrant articles through any absentee ballot. Yes.
As the chamber didn't make it,
Yeah.
I'd like to table 6A to the next meeting, the bench request from the chamber.
Thank you.
Make a
I'll make-
motion.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. And if Kathleen pops in, well, we'll have her on the 4th. do that.
Yeah.
All right,
Just have one question. I'm
yes,
sorry.
no,
Is the collective body aware, are there any contested races in town this year?
not that I know of yet, not as of yesterday.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
When's that deadline? Friday?
July 31st, Friday, yes. And the notices have been on e-news and in the paper as far as which positions are open this year. All right, I will make a motion to,
At 6.
Yep.
But I can get, yeah.
We just talked.
yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, I'll make a motion to adjourn at 3:35 and we'll see you guys at 4:30 for the ambulance meeting and to
Second.
6 o'clock for the budget hearing. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
That was a great picture they had in Coney Dale, son of the
Eh?